This broadcast is streamed and produced by Midnight Sports and is not affiliated with any hockey organization, club, or team. Midnight Sports is comprised of hockey parents who stream games for friends and family who cannot attend the games in person. Today's broadcast features D-Biz on production and camera and CDS on commentary. We hope you enjoy it.
To the far half wall, Fisher now in for support. Puck tapped wide and then up to the far point. Loading up are the Rink Speakers, able to get his chest in front of that one, but the rebound comes right to a Rinks player. And stop that puck and work it up off the dasher and the glass. But it was McCarthy working that over for Russo. Load in front. Oh, he hits the post. Oh, Russo had feathered. Great zone keep. He goes skate to stick, throws it in, and swiped aside by the Rinks netminder. And the puck comes toward the slide. Shulman setting up. He shoots. And it's saved nicely. With 2:32 left to go here in the first. It's the Stars controlling that faceoff through Fauci all the way across toward Fisher. Fisher shoots and he scores! Oh boy, oh boy. It was the way around. Schaefer will pick it up as the Rinks will make a change here. Schaefer's got some time and space. Quick up for Fisher. Fisher at the offensive blue line into the offensive zone. He loads up, shoots in. And it's saved, and Nicolaitis works it over to McCarthy with the man all over him. That puck hits a stanchion on the dump in, but it's the Stars keeping the zone at least momentarily. Bouncing puck. Oh, it's going to go for a trip here. Nicolaitis doesn't play on. At the top of the near circle, the Rinks set up again. Tired legs out there now for the Stars as they had blocked a few shots. It's the Rinks coming in, shooting in. Speaker able to cover that one up. Between went through the blue paint all the way up to the near point. Another slapper comes in. That one sticks wide of the cage, and it comes off the back wall. Speaker able to jump on it there as he had a man on top of one off with the collarbone. The Stars try and reset here. The Stars throwing that across, and now Speaker gets post to post, but it goes up and over the shoulder with some traffic in front of him. Slot, but Farrell is able to get in the way of it. Pizarro sends it out of the zone. Zimmich streaking forward. He's one-on-one. Shulman joins that rush. Now a 2-on-2. Zimmich tries to go around his man. He's upended. No call there. Cut out that pass initially. Goes off his skate, but Zimmich gets the return pass after Pizarro on the back check. Feathers it up toward Pizarro. Puck bounces over his stick. Pizarro gets it back toward Shulman. Shulman in front, sits at the side of the cage, and it's the Rinks. No, it's the Rinks on the puck momentarily. Rolling puck comes to Pizarro. Pizarro on the forehand tries to send it back to Zimmich. Cuts down that play, and then it comes off his hand, and it'll be a Rinks now working that deeper into the zone. Cornati tries to shovel it past his man. The Rinks will come out, look for a wraparound. Instead, it comes up to the near point. The Rinks there as that puck bounces through the slot, and now into zone. Tries to settle it at the far point. He does. Chips it over toward McCarthy. McCarthy turning with the puck, works it to the top of the slot. It's Pizarro firing in, looking for a deflection or a rebound, but it's covered up nicely. And then work it up toward Coronati at the top of the slot. Coronati delays, shoots in, looking for a deflection down low. It bounces up and in. Oh boy, oh boy. That's a Stars goal. On the zone was Russo. Nicolaitis for support. It'll be the Rinks coming right back the other way into the offensive zone. They load up. Farrell gets in the way of that one. A wonderful shot block with just a second to put out of the zone. The Rinks able to keep the zone momentarily, but now comes to Shulman. Headman pass up toward Pizarro. Pizarro breaks in. He's to the side of the cage. Pizarro shoots, and it's covered there by the Rinks. Man is pushed to the far point, and now it'll be the Rinks in a 2-on-1 into the offensive zone. They load up on the backhand. Speaker sticks that aside and sits between the pads. On his horse, he's got Nicolaitis streaking through the slot. He looks across for him. One-timer shot and score! Oh, baby! Was that a beautiful play by the Stars or what? Win back to Coronati. Coronati settles it down, works it deeper for McCarthy. McCarthy walks in, sends it across. Shot, score! That's Andrew at 40. And he finds the back of the net. It was. Cuts out that zone breakout. He walks in. He shoots. Tries to go low. 5-hole. He gets the rebound behind the cage. Nicolaitis still in the puck. He's got two men on him. McCarthy tries a one-timer. Shoots it. It's saved nicely again by the Rink. Back down toward Pizarro. Fired into the slot. Sammy Shulman takes over now. Does the very same thing. Comes up to Nicolaitis. He shoots. It's Pizarro who feathers that up into the back of the net. Oh, boy, oh, boy. It was Shulman as the Rinks pick it back up and skate it out of the zone with speed. It's the Rinks coming in on a 2-on-1. They load up on Speaker. That rebound spilled. Speaker gets it right back. 3-0-3 the zone, but only so far as Coronati. 51 seconds. Quick up there for the Stars. McCarthy at the near point. He's just going to shoot in. That one's gloved out of the air by the Rinks netminder. Hello and welcome on in, hockey fans, to Abe Stark Sports Center down in Coney Island, Brooklyn. We've got a big one here for you today. It's another LIAHL game. And today, the Dix Hills Hawks have come to town to take on the Greater New York Stars, playing under the Prestige Stars hockey banner. The Hawks come in today with everything to play for. Because the Stars beat the Rinks last weekend, the Hawks could still qualify for the state play-in tournament as the #1 seed from the South Division. What does that mean? That means the Hawks could hypothetically have an easier run in the bracket to try and make it to the tournament finals, thereby qualifying for the New York State tournament. To qualify, though, the Hawks will have to win 3 of their 4 final games and only tie that 4th game. A loss, and the Hawks can do no better than the #2 seed in the South Division. As such, the Hawks come into Coney Island with plenty of motivation. Dix Hills also comes in today having won 2 of their last 3 against LIAHL opponents. The Hawks beat Peconic 4-2, the Great Neck Bruins 10-3, and lost last weekend to Aviator by a score of 1-3. Dix Hills will look to start a new winning streak today. The Stars come into today's game with as much to play for as the Hawks in the LIHLQ standings. Winning out would guarantee the Stars the #3 seed, in the state play-in tournament. And should Dix Hills beat the Long Island Kings, the Stars may even have some cushion to lose one of their final 3 LIHLQ games and still retain the #3 seed. Stars dropped a doubleheader to the Wilmington Nighthawks last Saturday right here at Abe Stark, but came storming back on Sunday out in Hauppauge, Long Island, to take down the #1 ranked Rinks by a score of 5-2. The Stars will look to repeat that performance here today at home against the Hawks, to whom they lost 0-3 out in Dix Hills in early December. The Hawks sport an 82 that is, .01 My Hockey rating, making them 2.5 goal favorites over the Stars today. Programming note for you, the Stars head out to Calverton, Long Island tomorrow for a 12:10 p.m. puck drop against the Peconic Wildcats. Subject to carrier restrictions, Midnight Sports will have all the coverage for you tomorrow for another LIHLQ game starting at 12:10 p.m. Eastern. That's tomorrow out in Calverton, Long Island. But first, it's the Stars welcoming the Hawks to the boardwalk. Coming up next on Midnight Sports. Well, 15 minutes put on the board here. Looks like Ryan Speaker's going to get the start today. Expect Jason Diatelli tomorrow then out in Calverton. And it will be the Nicolaitis line over the boards first here. Nicolaitis, Conforti, and McCarthy. Russo still out one more game. So Conforti gets the nod at right wing to kick things off. He had a blazing game last Sunday out at the Rinks. It will be Schaefer and Coronati as the defenders to kick this off. Stars in their home whites, moving left to right on your television screen or radio dial. And it's the Stars trying to work that face-off forward. The Hawks come away with it. They dance at the logo. They gain the line, look to dump in. Long on Speaker, who just sticks that one aside. Schaefer picks it up at the end boards, works it up to Conforti, who stops the puck and then works it up to Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis skates it out of the zone up to the blue line. He'll have to trek back for it after a nice poke check by the Hawks. Coronati settles that puck down. It's slapped farther by McCarthy up toward Conforti. And that puck sits in the offensive zone momentarily, but the Hawks will come away with it and streak right back through the neutral zone. They dump on in. Turning for the puck is Schaefer. He's got a man all over him, pushes him off the puck. It comes to the side of the net. It's jammed farther by Schaefer and Speaker. Now McCarthy fires that to the weak side of the ice. It's going to go across the blue line, so 45 seconds into this one. The Hawks will have to track back for the puck, but it's a quick up at the blue line. They're at the top of the slot over at the far side of the circle. Speaker makes his first save of the day as he kicks that one aside. The Hawks retain possession in the offensive zone. They curl behind the net on the backhand, look to throw something out front, but it's Nicolaitis getting in the way of that one in the slot, and he's going to skate this up and out of the zone himself. He gains the line, chips it forward, and now tracks down the puck in the offensive zone. Tight angle shot sticked aside there by the Hawks netminder. It's a partial change right now. Oh, it's slapped in by Nicolaitis on the saucered pass from Bizarro. Saved nicely by the Hawks netminder, and just like that, with 13:44 left to go in the first, it's an offensive zone draw for the home team, and they can get their lines right out there. It'll be Shulman, Zimmich, and Bizarro as the forwards, Leshner and Viscoso as the defenders. Puck's chipped up to the near point, but Viscoso racks it in deeper. Now the Hawks will chip that up to the blue line. Not out of the zone just yet. Viscoso with a nice keep. Turning for it is Bizarro. He's got Shulman in the slot. Tries to fire it over toward him. Comes in just a little bit too close to the netminder, and will do it all over again with just 90 seconds gone in this one from Coney Island. Same 5 skaters will stay out there. as it'll be Zimmage over the dot on the backhand, wins it toward Bizarro. Hawks stick in the way. Bizarro still feathers that up to the point. Viscoso shoots, puck loose in the slot. It's cleaned up there by the Hawks, but it comes to Bizarro, tries to rack it in deeper. The Hawks do eventually clear the zone. Bizarro taps that one back to Viscoso. Viscoso picks that puck up, sends it over to the weak side of the ice. Picking it up off the advertising boards is Sammy Shulman, who dumped that in deep, and the Stars can make a change here. Bizarro and Zimmage stay out on the forecheck. Bizarro gets in the way of that zone breakout, dumps it in deeper as the Stars continue their change. Zimmage can go for a change now as Bizarro still all over two Hawks men, forcing it wide. It's Fisher and Fauci out there now as the two forwards while Bizarro goes to change. It was Fauci tapping that farther for Fisher, up to Gorloff now. Gorloff throws that in deep. Oh, he was looking back post. Nearly got that puck all the way to Polisi. Instead, though, it's the Hawks coming away with it through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. They jam that puck on net, but it was Gorloff getting a stick in the way, and the shot went wide. Gorloff now works that puck all the way up to Fisher at the far point. Fisher escapes the zone, tries a backhanded pass across the ice. It's going to come to Fauci. Fauci able to rack that puck deeper into the offensive zone, but the Hawks break right back the other way. Hawks feathered pass into the offensive zone, curling at the slot. They shoot. Speaker able to get down on that one and stick it farther. Gorloff to pick it up in the far corner. Hawks all over him. The Hawks emerge with the puck. Side of the net. Speaker shuts it down, but it's not cleared from the blue paint, and the Hawks score. Well, Speaker made the initial save as that puck came out from behind the net, but the puck sat in the blue paint, and so with 12:08 left to go here in the first, that's a Hawks goal, and the Hawks lead 1-0 over the Stars. Well, Speaker got down quickly on that shot, but after the initial save, it sat there in the blue paint, and the Hawks just absolutely vulturing pucks in the blue paint of late. And so the Stars will have to get that one back. That puck goes all the way into the offensive zone here for the Stars. It's Nikolaitis, shot out of a cannon, jams up the zone breakout. In for support with him is Conforti. Puck sits between four players in the far corner there. It's caught in some skates, and now the Stars look to get that puck up and out. Unable to do so at first. It's the Hawks emerging with it so far as the far point. Coronati fires that in, and it's a posted swipe in there. Oh boy, the Stars get it right back. And with 11:36 left to go here in the first, it's a tie ball game. And all those fans of Rocky IV out there must be thinking, after the Stars got shut out in Dix Hills, the Russian is cut. He's not a machine, he's a man. The Stars right back into this one early on in the first. It's Coronati working that up toward Conforti on the ensuing faceoff. Puck gets caught in some skates again. It's racked all the way down. Should go for an icing. It does. Whistle blows with 11:27 left to go here in the first. 1-1 hockey game. Shots 3 apiece for both teams. Offensive zone draw coming up after Nikolaitis found the back of the net. It'll be the Zimmage line over the boards. Bizarro awaits in the slot. Shulman at the top of the circle. Leshner and Viscoso as the defensive pair. The Hawks win that over to the near half boards. Not out just yet, though. Bizarro self-pass, looks toward the net front, curls behind the net. He comes to the side of the net now and reverses over. It hits a Hawks stick. The Hawks will feather that up toward Leshner. Not out. Leshner uses the glass, dumps that all the way back in as the Hawks look to swipe that puck up and out of the zone. It comes up to the near point, rolls across the blue line, and now the Hawks look to emerge with it in the neutral zone. But Viscoso able to delay long enough for the Stars to clear the zone and dump right back in. Hawks on the puck at the end boards. They reverse around once more to the far side of the ice. Puck comes up to the far point. Leshner with another good zone keep as the Stars fire in on the puck. It's Shulman this time. He's leaned into, and the Hawks look to fire that forward. They do, but tracking back with Zimmage to get in the way. He's got Viscoso with him. Viscoso settles that puck down, goes behind his net. Now he'll stop and delay. Another Hawks man comes in, but Leshner back at the far corner receives the pass. It hits a body, does that puck, bouncing puck into the slot, and now on the forehand come the Hawks. They look to fire it across. They can't catch Speaker cheating. It goes off his blocker, up and over to the far corner, and now it's Zimmage in stride. He's got Bizarro with him down the right wing. It's a 2-on-3 for the Stars. Zimmage gains his own, dumps in just a bit deeper, but the Hawks able to pull that off the wall first. Coming in was Fisher to try and jam up that zone breakout. The Hawks emerge with it. Nice back check by Bizarro. He takes his man's stick, and he leans into the shoulder, and now the Stars come right back the other way. It's Fauci turning with the puck, dumping it deeper into the offensive zone. Fauci bodies his man there, kicks it out, and he's looking for Fisher. It's at the end boards. The Hawks will take over. Hawks on the puck at the near side of the ice. They'll curl, self-reverse into the defensive slot. The Hawks chip that up and out. It's going to come all the way down. Speaker has to play it off the stick because it was on net. Gorloff first to it, tries to jam it up. The Hawks come away with it momentarily. Farrow out there. That puck's chipped up toward the slot. It sits in the high slot, slapped farther, but it was Gorloff and Polisi combining to send that puck wide. Gorloff jams it out of the zone. The Hawks pick it up at their own blue line. Hawks on the puck. They'll skate it across their own blue line, chip it off the scorer's boards there, and now they'll have to track back for it as that puck sits at the Stars' blue line. It's Fisher up toward Fauci. Fauci on the forehand. Top of the circle. Fires in. Soft shot kicked aside there. Fauci was looking for that shot, pass, rebound, score, and instead the Hawks emerge with it. It's now the Hawks in the neutral zone. Long stick of Gorloff jams that puck up at first, and now he'll track back into his own zone for it. It's thrown up to the blue line, not out. Shot comes in, hits a body in the slot. Broken play here. Speaker makes the save, and Gorloff does the rest with Fauci to get that out of harm's way. Rolling puck's going to come in right between the pads. Speaker able to cover that one up, and Farrow keeps his goaltender clean there with the stick lift. 8:42 left to go here in the first. It's been all gas, no brakes so far from Brooklyn, New York. It'll be the Nicolaitis line back out there for the defensive zone draw. It's a clean win to Schaefer. Schaefer to Coronati, back to Schaefer. Schaefer on the forehand, chips it up to McCarthy, who chips that up and out of the zone. 2-on-1 developing here. It's Nicolaitis and Conforti. Nicolaitis settles that puck down. Oh, just behind Conforti. It was rolling on him. On Nicolaitis there. He had to jam it wide. He did, but it was just a little too hot to handle and a little bit behind. Here's Speaker. He's just going to cover the puck there as the Stars looking to change. He was told to cover, it looks like, from the bench. And so with 8:17 left to play here in the first, it's a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Nicolaitis line will stay out there as things get settled down here for the home side. Nicolaitis looks to win it again. The Hawks come away with it. They throw it to the slot there. It comes to the top of the slot. Diggs Hills tries to feather it farther. Conforti in the way. Takes that rolling puck. He's going to jam it all the way in. It took a deflection, and so no icing. It's Conforti giving chase. Oh, he goes hard into the board. Stays down. Looks like he's trying to get back to his feet here. We get a quick whistle, though, for that, and so we'll stop and delay with 7:58 left to go here in the first. Hard into the boards was Conforti, but he is back on his skates now. Gets a round of applause from all the fans in attendance here in Brooklyn today. He looks no worse for the wear after just getting a little bit upended on his way toward the end boards. It's good to see him back on his own power, skating off the ice. Gets a little bit of a head tap there from the bench, and onward will play. It's Simic winning that face-off forward, trying to control. He gets his skate in the way and dumps it deeper in the offensive zone. Sammy Schulman fires in now at the end boards. Hawks there as well. Puck sits at the end boards between the two players, but it was Simic coming in for support. Jammed up the pass at first, but now the Hawks have a little bit of open ice. The Hawks will go point to point between the dots, and it's a quick up. It's a mini break in here for the Hawks. They shoot in, they score. Well, that play developed on the long pass to the offensive blue line for the Hawks. And the Hawks, with 7:33 left to go in the first, will score and retake the lead here from Coney Island. It's Hawks 2, Stars 1. And it'll be the Zimmage line staying out there to take this draw. Schulman to the right. Bizarro to the left. The Hawks win it. They come into the offensive zone. Farrow able to get his stick on puck and take the puck off his man as he sends it over to the near side of the ice. The Hawks control at the near point. They shoot in. Speaker kicks it aside. The ensuing shot, Speaker saves as well. Puck comes up to the blue line and out. The Stars can get reset here as the Hawks will cycle back in the neutral zone. The Hawks now with speed into the offensive zone. Top of the slot. It's a 3-on-2 for the Hawks. Drop pass there all the way across, just behind. Boy, it was a pretty play by the Hawks, tic-tac-toe, and they were nearly in, but the pass just went slightly behind a Dix Hills player, and onward we play here. Rolling puck, top of the circle. It comes all the way across the ice, and settling it down there is Bizarro. Bizarro on the puck in the defensive slot. He's going to skate this out himself to the logo. Bizarro will just delay there as the Stars get set up. He gains the line, shoots way in. It's paddled out there by the Hawks netminder. Shot comes in, and that one off Fauci's stick is grabbed by the Hawks netminder. And so with 6:31 left to go here in the first, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, we had 3 total goals when these two teams met out in Dix Hills. We've already matched that. Just 8.5 minutes into this one. It's the Hawks winning the ensuing faceoff, working that puck the far side of the ice. Now in stride come the Hawks. The Hawks break into the offensive zone. Schaefer had come over, and that's a bang-bang play. It's the Hawks scoring with 6:16 left to go here in the first. It's Hawks 3, Prestige 1. Well, it was an odd man rush there for the Hawks, and their passes this time connected. And they were able to find the back post and touch that one home. It's Hawks 3, Stars 1. Nicolaitis at the logo to take this draw. He works that puck forward, but without possession, and so the Hawks will come right back into the offensive zone. The Hawks load up on the forehand. Speaker gets in front of that one, sends it up and over the cage. It's now Viscoso trying to work that puck up and out of the zone. He finds Conforti. Conforti goes around a man, and he's able to chip that up and out of the zone. Now it's a 2-on-1 here for the Stars, but McCarthy thought he had dragged the skate long enough, and instead we get a quick whistle for an offside. And so with 5:55 remaining to play here in the first, it's a face-off just outside the Hawks zone. It's the Hawks winning that ensuing faceoff back into their own zone. They're going to fire that all the way up. It should go for an icing, but the officials saying it went off a Stars stick as it crossed center ice, and so onward we play. It's the Hawks curling with the puck, trying to throw that out front. Now they're thinking about a wraparound into the slot. They shoot, they score. Well, just a little bit too easy out there right now for the Hawks, and with 5:36 left to play here in the first, it's Hawks 4, Stars 1. Well, shots 10-5 in the Hawks' favor, and more importantly, goals 4-1 in the Hawks' favor with 5:36 left to play here in the first. A whole lot of hockey in front of the Stars here, and we'll see what kind of pushback they have in Brooklyn. It's Gorloff taking that puck, chipping it up off the boards. The Hawks will curl back to their own zone for it. Hawks on the puck now. It's racked up and out of the zone by them. Gorloff settles it down at the logo. It's chipped farther, though, by the Hawks. Tracking back for it is Farrow. Farrow on the puck. Hawks come away with it. They throw it toward the slot. Comes to the near point, and it's sent down deeper into the zone. The Hawks control. They try to throw it across. It's low in the circle. Speaker with the save with 5:05 remaining to go here in the first. Well, it's a defensive zone draw coming up for the Stars as they look to try and settle this game down a little bit and pull a goal back on the scoreboard in this opening frame. That face-off, one over toward the half wall, racked around to the far side of the ice. Bizarro first to it, rolling puck is sent deeper into the zone by Bizarro, shoveled over by Coronati. Coronati to Schaefer up to the near half wall. Schulman bodies his man there, and Schaefer goes to pick up in the near corner. Schaefer has 2 Dix Hills sticks in the way. Dix Hills looks to come away with it and shoot it in on Speaker. Speaker shuts it down, far post. And now it will be the Hawks trying to collect the puck, but instead, it's the Stars emerging with it. Schulman able to kick that puck farther. Dix Hills netminder tries to come out with it, but it's Schulman shooting and scoring. Oh, the Stars pull one right back with 4:30 left to go here in the first. Sammy Schulman doing the heavy lifting himself, gets in the way of that rolling puck. It's flicked off his shin guards. He picks it right back up and catches the Hawks netminder caught in between two ideas of coming out or staying home in the paint. He's able to put it past him. And with 4.5 minutes left to go in the first, it's Hawks 4, Stars 2. It's Schulman breaking in again, but this time offside as Bizarro and Zimmage had come into the offensive zone just a little bit early after the puck took a deflection off a Hawks skater. 4:27 left to go here in the first. It's a face-off just outside the Hawks zone. Zimmage on the puck, trying to work it forward. Hawks come away with it, getting back as Schulman to try and jam up that zone break-in, but the Hawks able to dump that in just a bit deeper. The Hawks in the far corner look to go around the net. Tracking back for it was Zimmage. Zimmage on the puck, headman pass up to Bizarro, who receives that puck, and it's jammed into the offensive zone, but without possession by the Stars. Curling with it are the Hawks, far half wall, and they look to break out from their slot. The Hawks do exactly that. They skate into the neutral zone. Here come the Hawks into the offensive zone. Reaching for the puck there was Bizarro. The Hawks maintain possession in the far corner. It's the Hawks all the way across the ice, And that puck does eventually roll up to Viscoso, who dumps a man there. And the shot's going to come into Speaker's glove, and so he'll just stop play with 3:46 remaining to go here in the first period. Speaker freezes the puck. It's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Hawks. Excuse me, for the Stars, I should say. Offensive zone draw for the Hawks. It'll be the Nicolaitis line back over the boards. Nicolaitis at the near dot. Allows that puck to bounce off of him back to Gorloff, and it's a face-off win for the Stars. Gorloff up to McCarthy, who tries to rack that out of the zone. It comes off a skate, so Farrow picks up that bouncing puck, throws it to the far half wall. It stays in the Stars zone. It's Farrow on the puck, trying to feather it past a man. He gets jammed up. Nicolaitis and Conforti in for support. Bouncing puck to a Hawks player as Farrow gets in the way of it once again. Now the Hawks control. Side of the cage, upended is a Hawks man. It's going to go for a penalty here against the Stars with 3:18 left to play. It'll be Nicolaitis to the box as that stick just got under the skates of a Hawks man. Nicolaitis 2 for tripping. Late on in the first period, Stars down 2, down a man for the next 2 minutes if they have their druthers and kill off this penalty. It'll be McCarthy, Schulman as the forwards to try and kill this penalty. That face-off win sent all the way out of the zone there nicely by Coronati. It's Coronati and Schaefer as the defensive pair for the penalty killing unit number 1. Long stick of Coronati gets in the way. Schulman takes that puck, sends it in on goal, and the Hawks netminder plays it up to the blue line on out. It's a one-on-one coming back the other way now for the Hawks. The Hawks have the puck. They try and send it to the slot. Coronati gets in the way. Turning with it was a Hawks player, but Schaefer down on the ice, able to prevent the pass. Now the Hawks look to throw it in. It comes in off a skate and past Speaker. And so with 2:44 left to go here in the first, a bad break there for the Stars as that one went off a skate in the low slot. Well, really, the circle, and made it past Speaker. And so 2:44 left to play. The Hawks reestablish a 3-goal lead. Some of the air has left the building here as the Stars had been trying to build some momentum. Instead, the puck found the back of their net, and they'll have to do it all over again with 2:38 left to go here in the first. It's the Stars coming out, shooting in. It was Zimmage with the shot. It was kicked out nicely by the Hawks netminder. Puck sits at the far circle. Schulman collects, throws it back over to Viscoso, who loads up, shoots in. That one is frozen by the Hawks netminder. And so 2:27 left to play. It will be the Stars with an offensive zone draw. Zimmage on the face-off circle. It's won there by the Hawks back into the end boards, and they throw it up, but not past Leshner. Leshner dumps that puck on down. It's Schulman trying to tap it farther there for Zimmage and Bizarro. Comes to a Hawks stick, and it'll be Viscoso coming over to try and cut out what could have been a 2-on-0 for the Hawks. The Hawks break into the offensive zone now and look to set up shop. Getting in the way was Schulman, the goal scorer, able to force a pass deep into the defensive zone. It's now the Hawks trying to settle that puck down. It's Leshner racking it around to the near side of the ice. Bouncing puck comes up, and it'll be the Hawks dumping it in just a bit deeper. Settling that puck once again is Zimmage, and he'll try the other side of the ice this time. He's on his backhand as Zimmage. He curls toward it and swiped farther momentarily by the Hawks. It's Viscoso bodying his man in the far corner. Puck comes to the back of the cage. It's thrown out front. Sits at the top of the blue paint. Nearly comes to a Hawks stick. And the Hawks will circle with it. They're at the far dot. They shoot it off the crossbar. And so it's the Stars living right out there right now, trying to get this puck out of the zone. Bouncing puck toward the boards, and the Hawks swipe it in just a bit farther. Rolling puck at the blue line does eventually hit some equipment and come out of the zone. And so it'll be the Hawks going point to point back in their own zone. 68 seconds left to go here as that puck sent all the way into the Hawks zone, played by the Hawks netminder up to the top of the slot. It's now the Stars getting back on defense as the Hawks come all the way into the offensive zone. Viscoso on the puck. It's racked just past him, and so Polisi will pick it up at the far side of the ice. Polisi on the puck, trying to work it farther. He breaks into the offensive zone. It comes just across the blue line. Fisher tried to hold it there at the blue line as that rolling puck made it just into the offensive zone after Polisi had gained the zone. And so it's an offside with 45.7 seconds left to go here in the first. It's the Stars trying to win that face-off forward. The Hawks on the puck momentarily. Fauci dispossesses his man, throws it toward the offensive zone. The Hawks cut out the play, and now Schaefer tracks back to his own zone. He's got a man all over him, does Schaefer, as he racks that puck to the near corner. It's the Hawks on the puck momentarily. It comes back to Thomas Schaefer. Schaefer will throw that up to the near half wall. The Hawks will collect there. Puck comes up to the near point, fired in off a body, goes long and wide. Now Polisi tries to jab it out farther. Instead, the puck rolls all the way to the far corner. Fauci flicks it off the glass up to the far half wall. Polisi bodies his man there who had the puck caught in the equipment. Puck at the far point. It's thrown in deep, and now it comes to the post and the back of the cage. Puck bounces between some players. Fauci in there trying to dig it out. He does over to Coronati. That'll do it for the first. Well, it was a sloppy first for both teams, but the Hawks able to find the back of the net 5 times to the Stars 2. And so we'll put 15 minutes on the board.
Quad, I heard you want to know how to make money like a rich person. Well, it's easy if you follow these steps. Step 1, and this'll be the hardest one. Don't go to the Hamptons for the weekend. Step 2, call Daddy's butler and explain to him that you missed the last Blade flight from East Hampton and you had to take an Uber like a peasant. Step 3, reassure him that none of Mummy's friends saw you get into the TLC Escalade, but it did cost you $1,000. You had to pay in cash because you lost your black card at Bryson's art gallery opening. Step 4, the butler will be so mortified that he'll send you $1,000 immediately, and now you're $1,000 richer. You're welcome. Tune in next time for how to make money like a rich person.
Well, 15 minutes on the board. And there's a shot of Mr. Russo there, watching from the press box across the way. He should be back in business tomorrow after doing his time for the kerfluffle from the Rink's game. Well, the Stars come back out here. It'll be the Nicolaitis line. Conforti to the left, McCarthy to the right, Leshner and Viscoso as the defensive pair. Speaker stays out as the goaltender. 30 minutes of time in this game left for the Stars to get it right and find the back of the net a whole bunch. Speaker will need to stand tall to do so after some broken plays resulted in the goals in the back of his net. And so it's the Hawks trying to work that puck forward. It's just going to be sticked aside there and left for Leshner by Speaker. The Hawks try to emerge with the puck. Instead, it's the Stars throwing that up past the blue line. Giving chase now is Conforti on the forecheck. The Hawks will reset in the neutral zone and dump it in deeper. That puck's going to come all the way toward the end boards. Hawks there first. They try and jam it past a man at the end boards, and they throw it out front. But tracking back for it was McCarthy, who shovels it up and out of the zone. Good play there by the captain to relieve some of this pressure. Now it'll be Viscoso on the puck, sending it right past the blue line once again. The Hawks keep it at the blue line. They clear the zone, but they will break in for an offside. And so the Hawks players don't like it. Bit of a glare toward the officials there. And some talking to there at the bench about the glare. Even if the Hawks bench agrees that it was a bad call. Just a little bit of a quiet conversation there at the bench to make sure nothing gets out of hand between the Hawks players and the officials. And onward we play here. It's Fisher on the puck, breaking into the offensive zone. Tries to dangle. Puck comes up to the slot, and then it finds Schaefer, who swipes it farther momentarily, but now the Hawks will emerge with it. Getting back is Fauci and Coronati as that puck goes off an official right in front of the scorer's booth, and the Hawks pour forward once again. It's Schaefer bodying his man off the puck. Fauci tracks that down over to Coronati. Coronati goes around a man, chips it up. It comes into the slot, though. Look out. The Hawks looking to send that in on net, but it was Schaefer and Polisi who combined to cut out the shot. Puck dumped a bit deeper. Stars trying to find some purchase on the puck now as Schaefer carries it across center ice. Schaefer will dump on in, and it will be Fisher giving chase. Fisher bodies his man in the near corner. Puck sits at the end boards. The Hawks emerge with it on the backhand. They throw that up. A nice little chip takes it out of the zone, and Farrow tracks back for it, chips it up himself. Now coming in on the puck was Fisher. Hawks there first. They work it up to their own blue line, to the logo. Now they come the other way. It's a 3-on-3 developing as that puck comes into the slot, but it's slapped farther by Farrow up toward Fisher. Fisher in a 1-on-2. He shoots in just wide of the cage. It'll be Polisi keeping that puck in the zone. He takes a big hit to do so, and the Hawks now emerge with it. 2 minutes gone here in the second as the Hawks chop that out of the air. Farrow able to get that puck up to the second Hawks man, beating the first, and now the Hawks come right back into the offensive zone. It's Gorloff on the puck. He sends it to the far side of the ice. Puck sits at the far half wall, and it's chipped up to the top of the slot. Thrown in. Speaker kicks that aside, and the Hawks retain possession. Speaker kicks up the follow-up, and now comes to the top of the slot. Again, Speaker kicks that puck out, and the Hawks pouring it on here in the second. It'll be the Stars trying to get that puck up and out. Fisher's going to track it down at the far point after a Hawks man tried to jab it farther, but instead, the Hawks have to reset. Turning for the puck now is Gorloff, but we're going to get a call, it looks like, and the puck's going to come all the way back down to the other end. We'll see just what the gesture is. Looks like it might have been a hand pass or a high stick. No signal from the officials, but obviously 5-on-5 hockey, and so just an infraction with the puck. It'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars. Zimmich, clean win back to Viscoso. Shoots in, and it's watched wide by the Hawks goaltender. It's left there by Schulman for Zimmich. Puck comes just across the blue line. Boy, the Hawks looking for that breakout play on the counter, but it was Viscoso settling that puck down, throwing it into the offensive zone. Stars try and get on their horse to chip it farther, but the Hawks able to send it right back the other way. It's a 2-on-2 now as Viscoso chops at his man. They come in. Speaker gets across there. Not sure if he got the glove on it, and the wraparound doesn't connect either. Now the Stars are in business back the other way as that puck comes up to the blue line and across. Well, that was a close one there for the Stars. As it came to the back post, Speaker slid across, might have gotten a glove on it. It ended up going just wide. And the Stars live to fight another day with 11:47 left to go here in the second. It'll be Zimmich, Schulman, Bizarro as the forwards, Coronati and Schaefer as the defenders. That puck won all the way into the offensive zone by the Stars, but without possession. Curling with it now are the Hawks. Hawks on the puck. They'll skate it out of their zone with speed through the neutral zone. They gain the line and dump on it. It's Coronati to pick up the puck on the backhand. He swipes it farther. Hawks get in the way. Bizarro now in for support. Comes off the glass as the Hawks will send it just deeper once again. Coronati on the puck. He shovels that off the side of the cage. It takes a bounce, and a Hawks player goes flying, but it looked like he hit the cage, not a stick. The Hawks throw that in. Bouncing puck in on Speaker, and it's scored. Well, Speaker makes the initial save, but the puck sat just to the side of him, and the Hawks able to touch it home. 11:11 left to go here in the second. It's Hawks 6, Stars 2. And so it'll be the Stars looking to dig themselves out of a bit of a hole here with more than half the game left to play. Now Stars take that face-off. They work it forward to the offensive blue line, and then the Hawks swipe it right back through the neutral zone. Puck comes all the way back to Gorloff, and Farrow works it on up. It's the Hawks chipping it farther now into the offensive zone. Gorloff will turn for the puck. Gorloff on the puck, on the forehand in the far corner. He works that puck up. Breakout play connects from Conforti to Nicolaitis to McCarthy. McCarthy into the offensive zone. Touches that puck in deeper. It's now McCarthy on the puck, trying to work that puck up to the point. Works to the top of the slot. Gorloff feathers it down. It hits a Hawks skate and then stick, and the Hawks will break out the other way. It's the Hawks into the offensive zone. They throw that across, and sticking it up into the netting was Farrow, and so we'll get a stoppage in play with 10:27 left to go here in the second. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Hawks. Well, Fisher, Fauci, Polisi come out as the three forwards in white, Viscoso and Leshner as the defensive pair. Puck's dropped, one back toward Leschner, who sends that to the far side of the ice. The Hawks control at the far half wall and jam it in deeper again. Leschner on the puck, works it up toward Polisi. Polisi jabs it past his man, out of the zone, getting on his horse is Fisher, streaking for the puck, able to keep that in the offensive zone. Polisi in for support. Puck rolls on all players, comes up to the near half wall, and the Hawks break out again. It's a breakaway for the Hawks into the offensive zone. They shoot. Speaker able to get in front of that one. It goes wide, and so onward we play. Could have been a 5-goal lead there for the Hawks. Instead, Stars able to fight that one off. The Hawks have the puck back, though, and they send that across. Spinning puck comes inside of the cage. Speaker jumps on it, and so we get a stoppage in play here with 9:46 left to go in the second. Speaker able to locate the puck at the top of the blue paint, and this stays a 4-goal lead for the Hawks. Now it'll be the Zimmage line out there now to take this draw. Zimmage at the near circle. Puck comes up to the near point, and it's the Hawks on the puck there at the near half wall. Rolling puck, though. It's Pizarro swiping it farther. Out comes the Hawks netminder all the way between the hash marks. Clears the zone. Now tracking back for it is Viscoso. Viscoso bodies his man into the boards. The Hawks control, though. Hawks in the slot. Try and jab it farther. Tracking back there is Zimmage, swiping that puck up. And it's the Stars trying to work it forward, but instead the Hawks come in. They're in all alone. They shoot wide of the cage there. Speaker way out on the top of the blue paint to try and cut down the angle. It's now the Stars trying to work that forward. The Hawks keep the zone. The Hawks have that puck toward the slot, but Viscoso did very well to get in front of that pass. And he had a few words for his man afterwards, too, who shouldered him just after he made the pass. Leschner leans into his man, rolling puck back up to Viscoso. He's able to throw that up and out of the zone. Schulman over for Zimmage, and that puck rolls into the offensive zone, but it's the Hawks getting in the way, preventing a shot. Back comes the puck the other way on a Hawks stick. Getting back is Leschner there. Leschner pushes his man wide. The Hawks man will curl in the far corners. The Hawks were making a change. Puck comes up toward the slot. Bouncing puck swiped out of danger by Nikolaitis. It's Pizarro turning with the puck. Rolls over toward Viscoso. Viscoso on the puck. Across center ice into the offensive zone on the backhand. Leans on his man there as he works the puck in deeper. Nikolaitis takes a big hit. That's going to go for a penalty here as the Stars fire in and the Hawks touch up. And so, down 4, but about to be up a man after Nikolaitis gets wiped out of the play. The Stars will go to the power play with 8:15 left to go here in the second. Interference is the call as the Hawks man goes to the box. 2 minutes about to be put on the board here in the middle frame. Now Nikolaitis, Pizarro, Coronati, Zimmage, and McCarthy as the 5 skaters. Clean win by Nikolaitis. Shepherded over by Coronati toward McCarthy. McCarthy settles it down back to Coronati, top of the slot. Coronati loads up, shoots in. That puck spilled in front. And the Hawks can't quite clear as it comes back up to Coronati. Circling with it now is Pizarro. He surveys his options, finds the bumper in Zimmage. Oh, the backhanded pass nearly connected. Back post for Nikolaitis. Stars able to keep the zone. Zimmage tries again. Sliding Hawk cuts out that threat. Bouncing puck up toward Pizarro, but over his stick, and now the Hawks will come the other way. It's a 2-on-3 for the Hawks as they break into the offensive zone. Pushed wide is the Hawks man. They try and go past McCarthy and throw it out front. 2 Stars converge to take the puck off the Hawks. The Hawks have it, though, at the near half wall. Only so far as Nikolaitis, and now the Hawks control top of the slot. Leaning for that puck is McCarthy. The Hawks retain possession at the far half wall, but it's Coronati who gets in the way of the pass, and now Zimmage and Nikolaitis will come the other way. 1:07 left to go in the man advantage. Zimmage gains the offensive zone. Puck rolls off his stick to the near point. It's racked in deeper by Coronati, but it hits a body there, and now Nikolaitis with a stick lift takes the puck off his man. He's in and tight, but a nice back check by the Hawks prevents the shot from coming. Now it's McCarthy and Nikolaitis playing pitch and catch on the far side of the ice. Back up to McCarthy. McCarthy up to Coronati. Coronati shovels it farther for Pizarro, and Pizarro will have to track it down in the near corner. 41 seconds left to go in the man advantage. As that puck rolls to a Hawks player, they'll chip it off the glass out of the zone. Coronati tracks back. We'll see exactly what the call is here as we get a stoppage in play. And it's going to be Pizarro to the box for a cross check here with 6:50 left to play in the second. The Hawks fans absolutely love the call. Admittedly, it was a little bit tough to see from this position as it took place just in front of the Stars bench. But it's now 4-on-4 hockey for the next 35 seconds. 6:50 left to go here in the second period. Face-off won by the Stars in the defensive zone. Schaefer over toward Viscoso. Sits between Schulman and Viscoso momentarily, but it is sent out of the zone by the Stars. On the forecheck here is Fauci. It's worked up to the neutral zone by the Hawks. They look to come the other way. A lot of ice out there in this 4-on-4 game. It's Schulman getting in the way of that one. It's sent up to the blue line, comes in on Speaker, who just gloves that one. And so, with 6:26 left to play here in the second, it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Still 11 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4 until the Hawks get a power play for 1:25. Hawks win that faceoff. They dance in, top of the near circle. They shoot in. Speaker gets the blocker on that one. And that puck's going to come all the way up and out of the zone. It's Schulman streaking down the right wing. It's 4-on-5 hockey. Throws it on net. The Hawks netminder thinks about releasing the puck. But Fauci able to come to the top of the blue paint and force a faceoff with 6:13 left to go in the second. Now it'll be Nikolaitis to take this drop. Gorloff and Farrow as the defenders. Looks like it might be Fisher as the fourth skater out there for the penalty-killing Stars. And just a bit of a delay here as the Hawks try to get that fifth skater out there on the ice. Nikolaitis over the far dot. Tries to win that cleanly. The Hawks come away with it at the far corner. Rolling puck up to the far half wall. Getting in the way is Fisher. He's making himself a pest out there in the best possible way for the Stars. It's the Hawks trying the near side of the ice now. Breakout play connects, but only so far as Fisher, who keeps the offensive zone the first time until the Hawks able to shovel it farther to the logo. Hawks take over, break into the offensive zone. Puck sits at the near point, worked over to the far point. They shoot in, hit a skate. That one goes wide. Rolling puck finds a Hawks player at the near circle. That puck goes off Nikolaitis, and he picks it up, and he comes right back the other way with Fisher. It's Nikolaitis and Fisher into the offensive zone. Return pass to Nikolaitis. He shoots, he scores! How about that? A short-handed goal there for the Stars with 5:32 remaining to go here in the second period, and this one's not over yet from Coney Island, Brooklyn, as James Nikolaitis finds the back of the net short-handed, and all of a sudden it's Hawks 6, Stars 3. Well, still 42 seconds left to go on the man advantage here for the Hawks, as it's Zimmage and McCarthy. It's the two forwards out there for the Stars, Leshner and Viscoso as the defenders. Puck's going to roll up to Viscoso, who sends that to the far point. Hawks able to keep the zone. Bouncing puck sits there, comes right back, though, after Zimmage forces an early pass, and it comes to Viscoso. Viscoso finds McCarthy. McCarthy curling in the slot. Stars desperate for two shorthanded goals on the same penalty if they can get it. Out of his cage is the Hawks netminder, and working it over to the far corner. Some jousting between two players off the puck, and they'll both go here with 5:02 remaining to go in the second. Well, anytime McCarthy to the box, it'll be a net loss here for the Stars, regardless of who's going for the Hawks, as Johnny Mack is a do-it-all player for the home team. And so, 12 seconds left to go. It's coincidental minors. Should be 4-on-4 hockey. 4-on-5 hockey, I should say, as the Hawks will send another player out here momentarily. And here they go. They were just waiting for the gesture from the officials to make sure those were, in fact, coincidental minors. 2 minutes poured on the board for both players. 5:02 left to go here in the second. It'll be Zimmage, Schulman, Leshner, and Viscoso out there for the Stars. Zimmage over the far dot. Wins that up to Schulman, who fires that to the far corner to try and kill more of this penalty. 7 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Hawks. They'll get one more breakout out of it. They chip it over to the weak side of the ice. It gets caught between some skates. Schulman circles back to force an early pass. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. It's Viscoso pushing his man into a dump-in. Leshner back there first on the forehand, sends that up off the dasher. Bouncing puck comes to a Hawks man with some time and space. Shot comes in, goes off Zimmage to the far corner. Pizarro picks up the puck, works it up to Viscoso, receives the return pass. Pizarro on the breakout play, skates across his blue line, finds Schulman. Schulman through the neutral zone, dumps that puck in deep. Picking it up, though, is Zimmage. Zimmage side of the cage, tries to go up and over. It's shouldered up over the cage nicely by the Hawks goaltender, and now this one's going to come all the way down. Icing waved as the puck comes into the near corner. It's thrown out toward the slot, spinning shot, and it's in the back of the net. Well, that's a broken play there And it's the Hawks scoring on a no-look backhanded shot. And so we'll see what the Stars can do here. It's 4:10 remaining to go in this second period. And it's the Stars once again finding themselves down 4 in this period of the middle frame. Well, the Stars try and win that faceoff forward, but without possession. It'll be the Hawks on the puck, working it up through the neutral zone. And now the puck jabbed up to the blue line, but not out. It's the Stars trying to get that puck out of the zone once again. 3:53 left to go here in the second. The Hawks control on the forehand. They shoot. They hit the side of the cage as the Stars again try to get that puck out, but again it finds the back of the net. That puck sat in the blue paint. It's jabbed farther by the Hawks. And with 3:41 left to play here in the second period, it's Hawks 8, Stars 3. Well, Bizarro, Nicolaitis, and Fisher out there now to take this draw. It's Farrow and Gorloff as the defensive pair. Hawks win that faceoff back to their own zone. Still 37 seconds left to go on the Coincidental Miners as the Hawks break right back into the offensive zone. They try and go around Farrow there. They go to the side of the cage. Farrow watches his man wide, and the Hawks pick it up. They shoot in high of the cage. Puck comes all the way to the near half wall. It's Bizarro on the puck all the way to the near corner, but we're going to get a call here. Looks like it'll be the Stars to the box as they touched up. Nicolaitis going to sit for 2 minutes here. We'll see what the call is. Looks like a cross check, and so the Stars down 5, down a man now for the next 2 minutes. And if they want to get back in this one, they'll need to kill off this penalty. It's Fisher at the far dot. He's got Bizarro with him. And the Hawks will take that face-off win. They think about going point to point. They rack it in deeper, and it's going to roll up to Bizarro. This could be a mini break for him. Instead, it turns into a one-on-one. Bizarro gains the zone, tries to dump it in deeper. It will be the Hawks clearing the zone, and Gorloff tracks back to his own zone for the puck. It's now the Stars able to take possession of the puck and send that all the way across the ice. The Hawks will have to pick it up. 1:34 left to go on the man advantage. The Hawks on the puck. Hawks still have the puck in the defensive zone. Now they work it up to the neutral zone. Hawks on the puck. They cross into the offensive zone. Long reach of Gorloff separates his man from the puck. And now the Hawks try to keep it in the offensive zone. They do. Hawks on the puck at the far half wall. Now the far circle. They're in on Speaker. They shoot. He makes the save, but it's swiped home on the rebound by the Hawks. And just like that, they score on the power play. 2:35 remaining to go here in the second. It's now Hawks 9. Stars 3. Well, you can hear the air's gone out of the building just a little bit here as the Hawks have a 6-goal lead with 2:32 remaining to go here in the second. That puck racked up to the offensive zone, but without possession by the Stars, so the Hawks will come right back the other way. Speaker kicks out that shot, and it'll be Viscoso trying to jam that puck up and out of the zone. He steps into his man on the far side of the ice. The Hawks control. They throw it up toward the slot. Picking that puck up is Conforti. Jamming it farther, though, are the Hawks as Viscoso and Leshner turn for the puck. Sent all the way across. Leshner took a big hit to jam that puck to the far side of the ice, but it allowed the Stars to get it up and out of the zone. Hawks on the puck now at the blue line. Conforti dumps on in, hits a body. The puck sits right in front of the Stars bench as the players joust for it. Rolling puck, jabbed farther by Schulman. Hawks come away with it deep in their zone. They send it across the ice, and the Hawks now look at a breakout play. They do. They've got a mini breakaway now, and they try and go around Speaker, but he shuts that down, and he gets a cheer from his bench. Well, Speaker able to cut out the breakaway there, and it comes right back the other way. Zimmage on the puck, on the forehand, shoots in. It's thrown in front there by the Hawks netminder, and onward we play. Zimmage on the puck, tries to throw it out toward Schulman in the slot, and it will be the Stars throwing that toward the slot, but up into the netting. And so, with 1:22 left to play here in the second, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars, who will think about trying to build some momentum as they work toward the third period here, down 6, but hopeful to claw their way back into it. in Brooklyn. Nicolaitis at the far dot. Firing in there was Fisher to try and work it deeper. The Hawks come away with it. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. That puck's going to come all the way across. Icing waved here as Coronati was close enough to it. And the puck left a Hawks stick. The Hawks able to keep the zone on the backhand, work that puck in deeper to the far side of the ice. Schaefer gets in the way of that one. It doesn't come toward the slot. Puck sits in the offensive zone, and it rolls up toward Fisher. Fisher corrals the puck, circles back to the far corner. It's the Stars throwing that up and out of the zone. 51 seconds left to go in the second period, and now the Hawks break right back into the offensive zone. Rolling puck hits a skate. Stars try and clear the zone. Unable to do so at first, but Fisher able to find the puck and jab it out with 37 seconds left to play here in the second period. It's the Hawks firing that across the ice, dumping on in, and they'll go for a change, at least partial change, that is, as Schaefer first to the puck, works it up toward Fisher. Fisher pass over to Nicolaitis. Nicolaitis able to flick that puck up and past the blue line. McCarthy with a nice little poke check pushes that puck forward, and then it was Coronati doing the rest to jam that into the zone. Stars can get a change with just 12 seconds left to go here in the second. Breakout pass doesn't connect at first, then it does bounce into the offensive zone. Stars first to it. They work it up and out of the zone. Nicolaitis with 3 seconds left will send that all the way into the offensive zone, and he'll take a hit there and then have some words with the Hawks player who wants to talk to him after the whistle went. Quickly the officials in, and so after 2, it's Hawks 9, Stars 3. Stick around after this word from our sponsors. We'll put 15 on the board, do it all over again one last time here from Brooklyn.
Rowdy Howdy. You may know me from Rowdy Howdy's Automobiles. Well, Happy New Year to you. Get your butt on down to Rowdy Howdy's Automobiles because it's the new to you weekend.
Don't mess around with the trouble of a new car when no one's ever tried out all the different systems. Who knows, they could all break. At Rowdy Howdy's Cars, Trucks, and SUVs, you don't have to wonder. All these cars have been pre-tested, and none of the systems work. Take the surprise out of car buying. It's Rowdy Howdy's Automobiles. The only thing that's broke after your purchase is your car. 1234 Fake Ad Boulevard, off the interstate, right by the biggest American flag you've ever seen. It's Rowdy Howdy's.
Well, the whistle's gone to start the third period here, but the team's still at their benches right now as 15 minutes is put up on the board. And neither team's broken the huddle just yet here in Brooklyn. Now it looks like Coronati and Schaefer will get the nod to start the third period as the defensive pairing. And Bizarro, Nicolaitis, and McCarthy out there as the forwards. Speaker takes over the crease there, and we're off and running once again for the final period here from Abe Stark. That puck rolls into the Stars zone. Coronati tries to track it down there. A couple of Hawks men fire in, and they throw it toward the slot. Top of the slot comes the puck as the Hawks control. They're swarming with it, the top of the slot there. They try and jab it in deeper. Comes over towards Speaker's glove. He throws the mid on it. And so with 14:39 left to go here in the third, it's going to be a defensive zone draw. Ensuing faceoff. Stars control deep in their zone. It goes from Schaefer to Coronati. Coronati picks it up there, leaves it for Bizarro. Bizarro will track back with it to the end boards. It's Bizarro behind his own net. Bizarro on the puck. He's going to work that up and out of his zone and find McCarthy in the neutral zone, who's going to dump it on in. It's now the Hawks netminder again out of his cage. Loves to do that. That rolling puck to the top of the slot. Fired in by Coronati. Jabbed farther there by McCarthy. And then kept near the end boards by Nicolaitis. The Hawks will take over, though, as the puck comes all the way out of the zone. They're going to fire that deep, are the Hawks. It should go for an icing. It does, with 14 minutes even left to go here in the third. Now shots 18-11 in the Hawks' favor, at least officially. And not sure that quite tells the tale of some of the chances the Hawks have had.
but it does give you a sense of the ice tilt that's happened here thus far in this one. It'll be the Hawks chipping that up and out of the zone. Gorloff to pick it up in the neutral zone, trying to work it farther for Fisher. He does. Fisher throws that across. Schulman racks that in deep after gaining the line, and Fauci now gives chase on the forecheck. It's Schulman first to it, nearly able to shoot that into an empty net after the Hawks netminder had come way out to play it. And so the Hawks will pick up the puck again at their end boards on the backhand. Fauci all over his man and forces a pass to the far side of the ice. The Hawks now on the puck in the neutral zone. It's a 3-on-2 developing for the Hawks. Drop pass connects, top of the circle. Speaker throws that down off the glove. It sits in front of him. He didn't see it the whole way after player took the screen shot, but he did enough to save it. And so that puck's going to be sent in deep. The Hawks will control through their netminder once again. It's Zimmich bodying his man at the near point. Firing in was Leshner to try and keep the zone. The Stars will have to clear the zone. They do. Zimmich on the puck, and he gains the line and dumps on in. 12:54 left to play here as the Hawks goaltender once again on the puck. Fires that up to the far point. Bodying his man was Viscoso, but the Hawks receive the pass in stride. Getting back is McCarthy. He's all over his man. He's going to get a call here, though, as the Stars touch up. And it will be McCarthy to the box, it looks like. The official explaining the call to him with 12:41 remaining to play here in this one. Captain to the box for 2. We'll see what the gesture is on the call momentarily. Looks like it's hooking. And so the Stars down a man for the next 2 minutes. 12:41 left to play here as Zimmich looks to win this faceoff in the defensive zone. The Hawks come away with it. They work it up to the far point. The Hawks on the puck there, and they throw it in to the far side of the ice. They try and chip it past Speaker, who's able to just get his glove and body in the way and cover that puck up. 11 seconds gone on the man advantage. We'll do it all over again from the far side of the ice with 12 and a half minutes left to play. Well, Peg just being reattached there to the net as the officials make sure the net will stay in place unless run into by a player. In any event, that face-off win taken by the Hawks to the top of the far circle and then sent in deep. Speaker able to swipe that over to Leshner, who fires that around the ice to the near point. It's now Viscoso looking to escape with the puck. The Hawks able to keep the zone at the blue line, and it was Schulman on the back check swiping it farther, but now the Hawks in tight. And that shot goes just wide of the cage. Hawks up to the near point. They try and dump that puck in just a bit deeper, but it was Schulman in the way this time, and now he dives to get that puck out of the zone. Now it's Zimmich on a mini break. He's got a man behind him, bodying him there. Schulman shoots. He hits the post. Oh, boy, Schulman and Zimmich. It was Zimmich in who hit the post, but Schulman found Zimmich, and Zimmich able to hold off his man long enough to find the post. Now the Hawks netminder misses on the pass, and Zimmich nearly away into an empty net. But instead, the Hawks live to fight another day and work that over to the near side. It will be the Hawks breaking out on the far side of the ice from their zone. Bizarro on the forecheck. Hawks work it up to the neutral zone. It's a 2-on-2 coming now as Coronati able to chip the puck off his man, and Schaefer goes hard into the corner with the Hawks man. Puck sits in the near corner. It's the Hawks emerging with it. Coronati pushes his man well wide. Bizarro now in for support as the puck gets caught between some skates. And it's jabbed just a bit farther by Coronati up to Bizarro, who's got 2 men draped on him. Coronati will track back for this puck. He sees Schaefer on the near side of the ice. Schaefer receives that puck, and he's able to get it across the blue line. And so the Stars kill more of this penalty. Just 13 seconds left to go here on the man advantage as the Hawks dangle on in, but it's Coronati first to the puck in the low slot, sends it off the boards. He finds Bizarro. It's a 2-on-1. Now Nikolaitis fired out of a cannon. In alone, he shoots, he scores. Well, that's a hat trick for James Nikolaitis. And with 10:39 left to go here in the third, it's Hawks 9, Stars 4. As Nikolaitis kept the feet moving, and he was able to find the back of the net for the Stars. Well, ensuing faceoff, won there by the Hawks. It's McCarthy, Fauci, and Fisher out there as the forwards. The Hawks fire in on Speaker. He kicks that aside. well far away from the cage, not wanting any tap-in rebounds. Gorloff picks up the puck. He tries to go past a man. He shoots in. The Hawks goaltender is going to glove that out of the air. And so with 10:23 left to go in this one, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. It'll be Fauci, McCarthy, and Fisher as the forwards. Farrow and Gorloff as the defenders. It's one there by the Stars. Fired in. It's saved there by the Hawks netminder. Throws it down on the ice. And Farrow able to keep the zone at first, but it's chipped off a Hawks man, and now the Hawks look to come the other way. Stars first to it, trying to jab it farther was Fauci. Hawks throw it through the neutral zone. Long reach there of Gorloff, able to take the puck off his man. Gorloff sees that puck sit in the advertising boards, but he finds Fauci, who chips it farther, and the Hawks control in their own end. Hawks through the neutral zone. All the way across the ice come the Hawks with some speed into the offensive zone. It's Fauci now pushing his man wide, and that pass comes across the face of the goal, but nobody home for the Hawks. Hawks pick up the puck at the end boards and throw it to the far half wall, but it was McCarthy able to lift the stick of his man, and now emerging with it is Gorloff trying to dump that puck over toward Fisher. Can't get full purchase on it. The Hawks will take over. Fauci just hounding the Hawks in the offensive zone here, able to push that puck in deeper. It's Fisher now on the forecheck, nearly takes the puck off his man, throws it atop the blue paint. Hawks there first, and they clear the zone. Puck all the way into the neutral zone and dumped in on Speaker, who kicks that aside. And picking that puck up is Nikolaitis. He takes a hit to do so. The Hawks able to keep the zone, and now some big hitting there as the Hawks look happy to celebrate the hit. And instead, it'll be Nikolaitis to the box after the whistle as he had upended a man. But the official, it wasn't Nikolaitis. The alternate captain, got me. Looks like it'll be Viscoso, who had laid the wood in the near half wall, and so apologies. It was Viscoso to the box there, and so he'll take a seat for 2 minutes as the Stars will be down a man here with 9:06 left to play in Brooklyn. Now the Hawks control that face-off win. They work it in deeper at the near point, now the near circle. Hawks throw that across. And it's a Hawks man with the puck at the far point, looking for the one-timer to go point-to-point where the Hawks. They find the bumper in the slot. They shoot in. They score. Well, just like that, the Hawks reestablish their 6-goal lead with 8:50 left to play here in the third. It's another power play goal for the Hawks. And it'll be the Stars looking to try and cut the lead again here after this ensuing faceoff. It's Nikolaitis at the dot. Puck sits at the logo. Nikolaitis tries to win it farther. He does come away with it. He fires that puck all the way into the offensive zone on net. It's sticked up by the Hawks and then shot in. Looked like it could have been a hand pass called there, but it wasn't on the Stars, and so onward we play. The Hawks have the puck in the near corner, and they work that puck against the end wall. Bizarro leans on his man there. The Hawks throw that to the far side of the ice. The Hawks on the puck. They stick it farther. It's a 2-on-2 developing for the Hawks into the offensive zone. The Hawks try to round a man. They throw it in on Speaker, who just sticks that to the end boards. And now the Hawks throw that across. It hits a skate. It was Farrow getting in the way not once but twice. Speaker now sticks it over to him. And the clearance attempt doesn't connect as it goes off an official. But tracking that puck down was Gorloff. Gorloff on the puck, throws that forward. And we'll get icing waved here as the Hawks netminder just plays that up and out of the zone. So 7:57 left to go. It's an offside on the Stars. And it'll be a face-off just outside the Hawks zone. Hawks win that face-off. They work it to the far side of the ice. They gain center ice and dump on in. It's Leshner turning for the puck at the end board, swipes it farther. Leaning on his man there is Viscoso. The Hawks throw that toward the slot. They're first to the puck. They shoot in. The puck goes wide of the cage. Speaker throws the stick on it. And now it comes back up and out. Hits a body in front. It'll be the Hawks trying to send that back on goal. Instead, it's the Stars working it to the near half wall. Hawks able to keep the zone. Hawks at the blue line. They dump it in deeper. Near half wall now. The Hawks throw that puck across and in on Speaker, but he's able to make the save there with 7:21 remaining in the third. It's a save for the Stars and a defensive zone draw coming up for them. Well, the Stars looking to build some momentum now for tomorrow. Big LIAHL Q game showdown against the Peconic Wildcats. That will go a long way to determining The Stars seeding for the state play-in tournament in March in Elmsford, New York. That'll be at the Westchester Skating Academy from March 8th to 10th. It's a single elimination 15-team tournament where the Stars will match up with their South Division compatriots from the LIAHL against the North Division, which is really the Hudson Valley teams. It's the Rinks throwing that out, the Hawks throwing that out front, I should say. I'm still stuck on last Sunday. Speaker with a save there, tight in the blue paint. The Hawks will collect in the neutral zone. They'll dump right back in. 6:38 left to play here from Brooklyn as the Stars first to that puck. It's Schulman swiping it farther, but now the shot comes in, goes wide of the cage, and it'll be the Hawks picking up the puck, running into each other though, and now Zimmage comes away with the puck. It's Zimmage, and he's got teammate with him, thrown in there by Zimmage, and it was McCarthy on the trail there just in case the rebound came out toward the slot. The Hawks control in their own end. 6:13 left to play now as the Hawks have the puck on the far side of the ice. Hawks work that puck up to the blue line, and they dump it into the offensive zone. The Hawks control there. They shoot in high of the cage. Tracking that puck down is Zimmage first. Zimmage the far side of the ice. He's going to take that puck up and out of the zone. He's at the logo. All the way through the neutral zone comes Zimmage. Drop pass doesn't connect with Fisher as there was a Hawks man all over Zimmage. He had to make the pass. He did. Just couldn't find Fisher in time. Puck stays in the offensive zone. Gorloff tries to thread it on down. Instead, the Hawks emerge with it. Getting back is Gorloff. Getting stick on puck was Gorloff, but it's still a 2-on-1 shot in. A wonderful shot block there by Gorloff. And that puck comes in the offensive end just a little too quickly for the Hawks. They're offside. 5:33 remaining to go here in this one as Steph Gorloff down 6 goals with only 5.5 minutes left to play. Still blocking shots. Still skating hard out there, as are all the Stars players, looking to get back in this one and build momentum for tomorrow's game. Out in Calverton, New York. That's at 12:10 p.m. And subject to carrier restrictions, it'll be right here on Midnight Sports. The Hawks try and get a shot off, but instead, the Ice Monster gobbles up the puck, and now Schulman shovels it farther, nearly into the offensive zone. The Hawks will come right back the other way. The Hawks still pouring into the zone here as the Stars able to flick that up and out of the zone. It was Bizarro streaking into the offensive zone, but he didn't want to be offside, so he had to delay at the blue line. The Hawks come away with it. The Hawks in their own zone. 5 minutes left to play here. They throw that puck up into the neutral zone, and now it's a one-on-one developing here. Farrow back. The Hawks try and go around him. Farrow able to get in front of it, but the trailer able to shoot and score from the slot. Al Speaker had to go to the far post there to cut out the shot, but instead it was the trailer who ended up with the puck on a no-look backhand pass. And with 4:49 left to go, it's turning into a comprehensive win here for the Hawks. It's Hawks 11, Stars 4. The ensuing faceoff will be Nicolaitis. He's got Schulman and Bizarro out there with him. It's the Hawks taking that faceoff win and jamming it into the offensive zone. Leshner tries to fire that out of the zone. It hits a body. Leshner gets it back, and he curls behind his own net. He uses the boards to throw that all the way around, but it goes out of play. And so with 4:36 left to go here in the third period, it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, Leshner picks up that face-off win, jams it around to the near side. The Hawks dump in again. Leshner receives the puck on the backhand, throws it up to the blue line. The Hawks control. Slapper comes in. Speaker able to make the save there with 4:24 left to go in the third period. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, Nicolaitis, clean win there. Looks like back to Coronati. Breakout play works for the Stars so far as getting the puck in the neutral zone. It's the Hawks, though, on the puck. They'll streak right back into the offensive zone. Schaefer takes that rolling puck in the slot, works it up to the mid-slot. Now the Hawks fire in. Speaker able to get the leg pad on that and send it wide. Return pass doesn't connect for the Hawks into the slot at first. Puck at the far circle. Nicolaitis and Bizarro combining to possess the puck. Bizarro curls, picks up the puck on the forehand, sends it up off the glass, looking for Nicolaitis. Instead, it comes to a Hawks player. The Hawks right back into the zone, and at the far circle are the Hawks. That pass toward the slot doesn't connect. It'll be Bizarro picking up the puck, chipping it up toward Schulman, just out of his reach. The Hawks control at center ice. They work it over toward the logo, and now they're at the advertising boards. The Hawks dump on in. Hawks at The near half wall try and take the puck off Zimmage. It's Zimmage and Schaefer, though, working that puck up and out of the zone. Bizarro up the left wing. Into the zone comes Zimmage. Zimmage sends it farther for Bizarro. Bizarro looks to pick his corner, and it's the Dix Hills Hawks netminder who's way out of the crease, who makes 2 saves, and it'll be the Hawks coming right back the other way. It's a 2-on-2 for the Hawks. They curl into the offensive zone. They're in tight there. They try to go around the net. Speaker gets back over. It's the Hawks, though, with the puck. Top of the circle. They shoot in. Goes over the cage, and now the Hawks try to reset again. They're at the near circle. Slapper comes in, hits a body, goes wide, and the Hawks pick it up. They throw it across the slot this time. Bizarro curling for the puck. He's on the backhand. He does have the puck, and he works it up towards Zimmage. Zimmage gets it out of the zone. The Hawks, though, prevent any zone break-in. They come right back the other way. Schaefer for the puck, turning for it in the near corner, and it'll be Schaefer sending it up to the near half wall. McCarthy leaves it there for Zimmage. Shot comes in, goes off a stick. It was Farrow's stick who sent it wide. Farrow picks that puck up, works it up towards Zimmage, and now it's flicked up and out of the zone. It'll be Fisher streaking for the puck. The Hawks there at the same time. Fisher first to it, throws it toward the slot, and it'll be McCarthy coming away with the puck. McCarthy settles it down as the Stars were making a change. The puck comes all the way up toward Gorloff, who settles it down in the slot. Fires in. Deflection carries it over the net. 2:10 left to go here in the third. It's now some jousting in the near corner. Fisher throws it toward the slot. It finds a Hawks stick, and they'll break out the other way. It's now the Hawks on the puck through center ice. They'll gain the offensive zone, and at the far point, they'll just whip it in as the Hawks were making a change. Gorloff on the puck, works it all the way over for McCarthy. McCarthy there on the forehand, works it up toward Polisi. Bouncing puck just evades his stick. Breaking in is Nicolaitis. He gets in the way of that zone breakout, comes to the Hawks netminder, jams it right back up and out of the zone. Gorloff now over for Fauci. Fauci on the puck, on the forehand. He shoots in, and that one's saved by the Hawks netminder, who comes out of the cage once again and plays it around to the near side. Bouncing puck leaves the zone there for the Stars. They carry it back in, but just a bit offside with 1:22 left to play in this one. It's all over but the crying. I'll tell you, the Stars will be back in action tomorrow, though, 12:10 p.m. against the Peconic Wildcats, Calverton, New York. And Midnight Sports hopes to have all the coverage for you from far out Long Island. Hawks look to break in one more time with 1:12 left to go here in the third. It's the Stars looking to push this puck up and out of the zone. The Hawks throw it all the way across the ice, and it'll be Leshner first to the puck in the far corner. The Hawks take over. They look for that slot pass once again. Firing in is Viscoso, bodying his man, pushing him to the far corner once again. The Hawks flip that up to the slot, and it's Speaker way out of the cage, able to cut out the threat, and now that puck chipped up by Viscoso toward Polisi. Polisi on over toward Fauci. Fauci on the forehand, shoots just high of the cage. And so it'll be Viscoso throwing that across. Fauci nearly baseball batted that one in. Ensuing shot fought off by the Hawks netminder. And now Fauci pours in on the forecheck. It's 33 seconds left to go as Leshner bodies his man. Nicolaitis flips it deeper into the zone. Streaking for the puck is Fauci at the end boards. And he's bodied there. No call coming as the Hawks look to break out the other way. Viscoso able to pick up the puck in the neutral zone. He jabs it back in, but because Fauci was upended, it will be a face-off just outside the Hawks zone. Some folks are wondering if the game is 11:50 a.m. tomorrow or 12:10 p.m. tomorrow. Latest update we've gotten up in the booth is 12:10 p.m. from Calverton, New York. Anyway, 12 seconds left to go here. A heavy hit on the far side of the ice. And it'll be Leshner, it looks like, going to the box with just 8.7 seconds left to go here. And the clock's going to be run. So that's going to do it from Coney Island, Brooklyn. They've gone final here. It's the Dix Hills Hawks 11. The Prestige Stars 4. Thanks so much for joining us here on Midnight Sports as all the Hawks players look to be back on their skates. And no worse for the wear, hopefully. We'll have our best wishes here from Midnight Sports as the game got just a bit chippy there at the end. But we'll see you tomorrow from Calverton, New York. Until then, stay safe.